A couple of years back in 2019, 3rd of October, a Karen called Judith Woods published an article saying this, and I quote. The title of the article was, "Meghan, please don't force Harry to choose between you and us. Please don't force Harry to choose between you and us." Coming from, once again, written by, a middle-aged Caucasian white woman. Members of the squad, we are now in the year 2022, where guess what? Harry chose, and he chose his wife. As a matter of fact, in Harry's own words, he said this, and I want to quote our dearly beloved, charming Prince Harry's own remarkable words. And I quote, "At the end of the day, she chooses me. And I choose her. Whatever we have to tackle will be us, together as a team." From Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, saying, "I choose Meghan." It seems to me that clearly tabloids have not gotten the memo. Because once again, Daily Fail, that Prince Harry himself said that the stress they caused towards Meghan, they put Meghan through, made them lose their child. And that he blames Daily Fail for the loss of their child. That same tabloid, I took a screenshot yesterday from Carnival or so-called expert called Richard Eden. And it was from an article from someone called Rowan Pelling, who apparently wrote for the Daily Fail. Also, a middle-aged Caucasian white woman. The same demographic that Bowsy Christopher, the founder of Bot Sentinel, the man who has fought these hate accounts against Meghan Markle and got some of them closed, said these words, and I quote in the Harry and Meghan documentary. The ones harassing and spreading hate against Meghan Markle were women, Caucasian, middle-aged white women, that were responsible for the hate campaign against Meghan Markle. And there's something similar that we see every single time. The target is Meghan Markle. Time and time again. From years back, Woods Judith said these words in an article: "Meghan, don't let Harry choose between you and us. Harry already chose. Make no mistake, Prince Harry has chosen. And he has chosen his wife. He has chosen the mother of his two children, Archie and Lilibet Diana, Meghan Markle. That is who Prince Harry chose. Prince Harry was given a 1-year review period because he was expected to come back to the UK alone, without his wife, without his son, because at the time they only had Archie. Prince Harry did not return. I mean, what more do you need to accept that you have been rejected by Prince Harry? That Prince Harry has said, "I choose my wife." In Harry's own words, "I choose her. I choose Meghan." What more do these women need to hear? Because my family, I said this yesterday. This screenshot is more like asking of Harry, like, how dare, Harry pick the side of the mother of his children. Meghan, how could you let Harry pick you over his extended, family, over William, someone who, by Harry's own words, broke the promise he had made to Harry that he would never pit his office against Harry's after what they saw happening to their late mother, Diana, in the infamous briefing wars between Charles and Diana, which eventually led to the loss of the life of the late Diana, Harry's mom. My family, William broke his promise, but somehow it's Meghan's fault. Like, Meghan, how can you let Harry choose you? I mean, we've moved on from Meghan, don't let Harry choose between you and us. Us meaning tabloid press. My family, I mean, I want you to hear Harry's own words, please. I prefer that you hear from Harry himself because I like his words, I prefer his words. Please kindly hear this, kindly. Hear this.
It all comes down to control. It's like, this family is ours to exploit. Their trauma is our story and our narrative to control. It all comes down to control. It's like, this family is ours to exploit. Their trauma is our story and our narrative to control. It all comes down to...
They want control over members of the royal family. They want control of Prince Harry. They want him back in the box whereby they can be able to control him. My family. No wonder Tina Brown said that Harry should rip up his contract with Netflix and Spotify. Come back to the UK. Only Harry. Come back to the UK. And then William and Charles will be willing to give him money. They want him back to control him. And how? To the purse strings. The person who controls the money is now William and Charles. People who, by Harry's own admission in the Harry and Meghan documentary, were responsible for the leaking and planting of stories against him and his wife Meghan. The abusers want their victim of abuse, the person they have manipulated all of his life, back in their sphere of influence, back where they can control him. That's what they want, And I feel like, I think that they feel like maybe if they bully Meghan so much, she can get fed up. I mean, the goal of it all is to make Meghan fed up. I mean, yesterday, I showed you a clip of Meghan's life before Harry. Look at this life. Look at Meghan Markle. Look at her. That was a happy life that she lived in. A life of happiness. Long before the smear campaign, long before the abuse, that was the life that she had. A happy, joyful life. My family, that was Meghan's life. I feel like some people kind of like forget this side of Meghan. The life that she lived before she met Prince Harry. And I feel like people have to be reminded of that life. And these Karens stay so pressed at Meghan Markle because Harry chose Meghan. And now they clearly have admitted that, hey, look, okay, we get it. Harry chose you. Now, Meghan, listen, letting your husband take your side against his family never ends well. My family, I went to school. I went to school. And I was taught that, a family consists of a father, a mother, and children. I mean, that is what I was taught. Father, mother, children. Harry and Meghan are also married at the same time. So Harry's family, based on the use of common sense, is his wife Meghan, his son Archie, his daughter Lilibet Diana, and the child also that they lost because of the Daily Fail. These Karens use a platform to hound Harry's wife. My family, that is what a family, is composed of. And even in the Bible, it is written that a man, therefore shall a man leave his father's house and mom's house, and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. The Bible. Remember that Charles is the head of the Church of England. My family, they talk so much of upholding traditions, But when it comes to, even respecting the words of our Creator, our Lord and Savior, they can't even do that right. They keep forgetting intentionally that Meghan is Harry's wife because they just can't admit it anymore. They can't admit it. They can't accept it. That Harry would much rather be Meghan's husband than their prince, whom they can manipulate, whom they can control, whose trauma, as you've heard from Harry himself, whose trauma they can, exploit the narrative, control their lives. Their lives are theirs to exploit. Because they can't do that anymore, they're pissed, they're angry, they take out their frustrations on Meghan Markle. Listen, I have a message. Prince Harry loves Meghan. Prince Harry chooses Meghan, and Meghan chooses Harry. Harry said something, even in an interview to Tom Bradby a couple of years back. I want to quote his words. Harry said this, and I quote, "Now that I have a family to protect, I will protect it." Harry's family is his wife Meghan and his two kids, Archie and Lilibet Diana. That is his family. The others, from what I learned in school, have their own kids. William has his own children with Kate Middleton. Charles has his mistress turned queen consort, Camilla. They all have their lives going on. Somehow, Meghan should think about people like Charles and William who never ever think about her in the first place. Never. William, who authorized his employee to issue a statement against Meghan Markle in court, that tabloid media seem to never ever want to talk about in their segments. We all know why. They are still trying to protect William. My family, somehow Meghan should think about people who clearly want her destroyed rather than think of herself, her children, Archie and Lilibet Diana, that she should put the Williams, the Charles first. People who clearly can't even condemn abuse by Jeremy Clarkson against Meghan Markle. I mean, does it make sense? Instead, what they do, like what Camilla did, is have parties, wine and dine with people who abuse Meghan Markle, like Piers Morgan, like Jeremy Clarkson. But somehow, Meghan, guess what Meghan? Rowan Pelling says, letting your husband take your side against his family never ends well. Actually, everything has gone out well. You know, everything has gone out well. Harry and Meghan live together, work together, as they both share an office together. Harry and Meghan take care of their kids together, take care of Archie and Lilibet together, as a family, as a couple, as people who love each other. Their contract with Netflix and Spotify is off to a very, very good start. I mean, looking at these numbers, even right now, I can report that it has been revealed that Harry and Meghan documentary has been watched for 219 million viewing hours and counting. 219 million hours and counting. It still stands in the top 10 in more than 85 countries. I can report that right now. My family, it still stands in the top 10. Harry and Meghan, Netflix. So my family, first of all, congratulations to Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But somehow, Meghan should think about people who stripped them off of the security, then leaked to the entire world exactly where Harry and Meghan were staying. Meghan should think about people who she was so afraid when she called Taylor Perry, asking for help, asking for assistance after security had been stripped from both Harry and Meghan. Somehow, Meghan should think about them. How about they think about Meghan Markle for a start? How about they think about the pain they've caused Meghan Markle, the anguish they've caused her, the loss of a child that they've caused Meghan Markle? How about they think about that for a second, and reflect on their evil actions towards Meghan Markle? How about they think about that for a second? Because it's high time they do, my family. It's high time that they do. Listen, it's like, how dare Harry pick the side of the woman he loves and not his brother William, who sold him to the highest tabloid bidder, or his father Charles, who wouldn't take his son's phone call during his son's time of need, that Meghan had to call Taylor Perry to come to the assistance and aid of the son of the current King of England, of the brother of the current heir to the throne of England. The family. Meghan had to call Taylor Perry because William and Charles definitely would not be helping Harry, would not help Prince Harry. But somehow, you know what? Meghan should think about them. The biggest hypocrisy ever. Some people, once again, are still thinking that they had a chance, with Prince Harry. Once again, it's a woman. A Caucasian, middle-aged, white woman called Rowan Pelling, thinking that he can tell Meghan what to do. Somebody tell these people who write for the Daily Mail, the age of slavery is over. The age of slavery of people of color is over. It has come to an end. It's high time they get that into their skulls. Age of slavery is over. It's over. Slavery is over. You can't tell Meghan Markle what to do. You can't. You can't. Harry's extended family never did anything to keep Harry and Meghan safe. They can't condemn even racism against Harry's son, Archie. They can't even do that. But somehow, Meghan, don't let Harry pick your side. She'll pick ours. Ours. To pick us. Not you, Meghan. Us. And time and time again, Harry shows he would do anything to get away from them. Harry said he would much rather be destroyed by the press, by the tabloids, by Daily Mail, by the Sun, rather than engage in the same unethical practices, the briefings, the leaking of stories, pitting one office against the other that members of the firm engage in. He would much rather be destroyed rather than engage or play their game. Can't they hear that? Can't they hear that, my family? Can't they hear that? And I want you to also hear Prince Harry's words in the Harry and Meghan documentary on what he said, my family. Very, very important words from Harry on what he said about leaving the UK. When hearing this, think about this. Harry would much rather be Meghan's husband than their prince, and it makes them sick. Hear this, please, my family.
Wasn't true, and that the palace knew wasn't true, and internally they knew wasn't true, that was just being allowed to fester.
So there was no other option at this point. I said we need to get out of here.
Breaking news, this one out of London.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are officially moving
Today
on.
announcing they're taking a step back from their royal duties.
Trying to do for Meghan what he couldn't do for his mum.
Exactly.
Nobody could take the attacking and the trolling that she has taken. And I know she has felt strongly. This is like getting back some control of her life. She feels she has no control.
This was Harry's decision to move away from what he'd obviously imagined was going to be his future and his destiny. There was always a sense that Meghan had to prove herself worthy of Britain, prove herself worthy of her husband, prove herself worthy of her position in the royal family. It's a lot to ask of any individual.
The British public...
And once again, they continue to ask, telling Meghan to prove herself. Prove yourself. Prove yourself. Time and time again. It's a lot to ask. Meghan has done everything. Done everything. But none of it has ever been good enough. She outshined everyone there in the institution. She did the work. Even that wasn't good enough. There comes a time where everyone is fed up with lies, bullying, abuse. As you've heard even from that clip, no one can handle what she has had to handle, the trolling. But somehow, Meghan should think about the people doing the trolling, people working with Daily Mail against her, like how William authorized his employee to issue a statement against Meghan in court. Somehow, Meghan should think about them. The family. It's hypocrisy of the highest order. Hypocrisy of the highest order. No. The royal family care about self-preservation, their survival, themselves, in short, themselves. It's high time that Meghan also, and she should think about herself, think about her family. Because what she's done in the UK is do what it takes to prove herself when she was a senior member of the royal family, and none of it was good enough. Meghan Markle is fed up. And she left. And Harry saw what was happening and decided to take his wife away from them. I mean, hear Harry's own words. Hear Harry's own words.
It's all Meghan's fault.
I've seen little cartoons of me on all fours with her holding a dog lead and me wearing the dog collar. How predictable that, the woman is to be blamed for the decision of a couple. In fact, it was my decision. She never asked to leave. I was the one that had to see it for myself. But it's misogyny at its best.
I was the one who had to see it. I saw what was happening and I took my wife. I made the decision to leave. Tabloids dubbed it Megxit. Tabloids dubbed it Megxit. Misogyny at its best. Its best, as Harry himself has said, as you've heard, my family, from Prince Harry's own remarkable, painful but heartfelt words. Painful, heartfelt words. A father and husband, fed up with having to watch his wife be abused every single day, decided to take his wife away from the abuse. But somehow, once again, Rowan, writing for Daily Fail, letting your husband take your side of you as a woman, side of you as a mother, side of you as a wife. She says it's wrong. I say it's right. I say it's right. I say it's right. The Bible says it's right. Why? Because a husband shall leave, a man shall leave his father and mom's home and shall cleave unto his wife. Meghan is a good woman. Meghan is good. And the tabloid media has done everything to do and say that, oh, she's a bad person. When in reality, it is the tabloid media that are toxic. Angry that Harry and Meghan refuse to play the game with them. And it's right that Harry and Meghan don't play the game with these kinds of toxic individuals. On this story, someone said this, that there is a bigger issue at hand. They think pressuring Meghan, somehow Harry would come back. There's a pattern to their madness. The Palace royal family is behind it all. Someone said that, Harry cannot save an empire of hate. Someone said that because Harry will never play the game with tabloid media. Someone said this. Harry said that he had 30 years of experience behind the scenes and he did not want to be a part of it. That is Harry's decision to protect his wife and children from that toxic, insane, with jealousy William, and his equally toxic wife Kate Middleton. Notice how no one ever attacks Prince William and Kate for helping Daily Fail in court. They still lost either way. Or calling his late mother paranoid, or Kate lying, saying Meghan made her cry. UK royal family staying silent on death threats thrown at Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Libertana. Or Camilla having a known Meghan hater, inviting that person for lunch with her, and them telling the entire world where Harry, Meghan, and Archie were located, endangering their lives. Or how William, Charles, Katie, and Camilla, and the Royal family, when they say that Harry and Meghan had blindsided the Queen, yet they knew fully well the discussions were there for months. The royal family are not even outraged to condemn the abuse and racism towards Archie and Lady Diana. UK royal family and their tabloids lie about everything, but no one seems outraged about that. Harry and Meghan also chose to give up their titles and leave, but no one talks about that. Instead, they continue to harass them, Harry and Meghan. Someone said that. My family. Someone said this, that. So let me get this straight. Harry is supposed to put Charles, his consort, William, above Meghan, Archie, and Lily. Surely, they do see him as just their scapegoat. It's true. As a scapegoat and as a spare. That's how they still see him. Someone to be abused and bullied and lied about for William. That is not life. And Harry should keep his distance from these abusers. My family. Someone else said that from a Bible verse. So a man will leave his father and mother and be united with his wife, and the two will become one body. Someone said that based on a Bible verse. It's true. It's true. It's written in the Bible. But yet apparently that doesn't apply in the royal family. Yet Charles is the head of the Church of England. My family. Can't anyone see that? Can't anyone see what I see? What we all see, What we all see. My family. Someone said that Harry did take his family's side. Meghan, Archie, Libet are his family. The others are just relatives. Someone else says that. Every time one campaign fails, they try another angle. The objective here is for Harry to come back to the UK without his wife and children. You notice that they aren't going as hard on Harry, even though the couple are making decisions together. They want her to go away quietly. My family, no, no, and no. Harry will never abandon his wife and kids. And Harry has shown that. My family, Harry has shown that. My family. Now I want to hear your opinion, please, my family, about all of this kindly. I want your opinion. Once again, under Karen thinks that she can dictate to Meghan Markle what to do, what should do. Leave Meghan's name out of your mouths. Leave Meghan's name out of your mouths. Meghan is way, way above, your league. Nowhere near the low gutter tabloid, where they belong, in the gutter. My family, Meghan is so way above them. They shouldn't put Meghan's name in their mouths. My family, they should not. My family, now I hear your opinion, please. I want to hear your opinion kindly. I want your opinion, please. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our Evergreen family on YouTube. Harry loves Meghan, and Meghan loves Harry, and Harry chooses Meghan. It's high time these parents accept that and move on. Harry will never ever look back at them. Never. Harry will never ever go back to working with the tabloid media to be manipulated and controlled by the UK tabloid press. Never ever. Never ever 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 ever. It's high time they accept that. My family, they have lost this battle. And Harry said so. I would much rather be destroyed by the press rather than play their game. It's high time they understand that. Maybe they think that if Harry and Meghan separate, Harry will come back to them. They can go back to manipulating him, lying about him, smearing him, and then Harry would just take it for William, take it for Charles. Those days are long gone. It's high time tabloids understand that. This Rowan woman should know her place and know that she's a nobody to talk about Meghan Markle. Okay? Meghan was chosen by Prince Harry. She's the mother of his kids. And Meghan will do what's best for her family. Her family is her husband. The other ones are toxic. And what you do with toxic people, you cut them out of your lives. My family, that is what Harry and Meghan have chosen to do. I mean, don't they get the memo after what Harry revealed about William? Do you think that William will forgive Harry exposing him as the bully? He won't. He won't. So my family, there is no way Harry will ever come back to that. It's high time they accept that. You know, this angle of, oh, he's being manipulated and controlled, it just doesn't stick. We've seen the documentary. The world has seen it. Stop it with those kinds of angles that you keep on going with, those misogynistic angles. Understand, Harry chose Meghan and Meghan chose Harry. Whatever they do together as one team. And they don't want to do anything to do with the tabloid press or the people who would write for them. They're trolls. As Harry said that, I will miss the public, UK public, not the tabloid media and the trolls. It's high time they get it into their heads. They have been rejected by Prince Harry. These currents, Harry would never ever look at you because you are not part of his list. At least the woman that he was looking for. Harry was looking for a good woman, not a Karen writing for a tabloid. My family, with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support Evergreen Family on YouTube. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doretta Glenn. And stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.